Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today our topic is electrochemistry. Okay, what is electrochemistry deals? Okay, it's a branch of chemistry which deals with the production of electricity from the energy released during spontaneous chemical reaction. Okay, the electrochemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with the production of electricity from the energy released during the spontaneous chemical reaction. Okay, na? Then by using spontaneous chemical reaction, okay, here the chemical reaction is spontaneous and the energy released during the spontaneous reaction will produce the electricity. See, chemical reactions will produces the electricity. This is spontaneous. Okay, and if the electricity is used to occur the chemical reaction, used to occurring the chemical reaction is non spontaneous. Okay, but the chemical reactions will produces the electricity is a spontaneous chemical reaction. Okay, now entering into our main topic, that is electrochemical cell, voltaic cell or galvanic cell. Okay, so all these are same. Okay, the names are different but the main concept is same in electrochemical cell, voltaic cell and galvanic cell. Okay, the other names are like this. And here, in by using this cell, the chemical reaction will produces the electricity. So how the chemical electrochemical cell or voltaic cell or galvanic cell look like? See, here in this chemical cell, here we are using one electrolytic solution like this, and in this one electrode is dipped. Okay, electrode is dipped in electrolytic solution and then the chemical reaction will start. Okay, what is here, it is called as electrode. Okay, this solution is called as electrolytic solution. Now the reaction will take place. Okay, what is electrode? Electrode is a metal rod. Okay, metal rod, and it conduct the electricity, so it is called as good conductor. Okay, it can conduct the electricity by flow of electrons. Okay, by means of flow of electron it will conduct the electricity, and it is a made up of metal rod only. The metal rod is called as electrode, and the electrolytic solution is nothing but it is salt solution, and in the during the chemical reaction it is able to produce the ions. Okay, by that is the solution is called as electrolytic solution. Okay, it is the general appearance of electrochemical cell or voltaic cell or galvanic cell. Okay, now entering into our main topic, that is Daniell cell. In our topic in second year syllabus class 12 we are having the Daniell cell, that is the example for electrolytic cell or voltaic cell or galvanic cell. Okay, it is the example for galvanic cell. So what is electrochemical cell? It's a Daniell cell. So this is a one kind of electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell that converts chemical energy of spontaneous reaction, redox reactions into electrical energy. Already we know the thermodynamic first law. So what is the first law of thermodynamics? Energy neither can be created nor can be distorted, but one form of the energy can be converted into another form. So that is called thermodynamic first law. Okay, and here in electrochemical cell also the chemical energy is converting into the electrical energy by means of spontaneous redox reaction. What is redox reaction? In one reaction, if oxidation and reduction will take place simultaneously. Okay, in one reaction, if both the oxidation and reduction will occur, that kind of reactions are called as redox reaction. And here the reaction production of electricity from the chemical energy is always spontaneous reaction. Okay, now coming to our topic, that is construction of Daniell cell. The Daniell cell contains mainly two half cells like this. See here, one half cell is here and the other half cell is like this. And in one half cell we are having zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. Okay. And here the copper or rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. This is the zinc rod. Okay. And here it is zinc sulfate solution. Next one, here it is copper rod and copper sulfate solution. Okay. These two electrodes are interconnected by battery or ammeter. Okay. Then, and these two solutions are also interconnected by salt bridge. Okay, this is salt bridge. This is general apparatus looking like for Daniell cell. Here the Daniell cell contains two half cells. Here the left half cell contains zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. Right half cell contains copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution, and these two electrodes are interconnected by one ammeter or battery, and these two solutions, half cell solutions, are interconnected by salt bridge. Okay. Next, whenever we are dipped electrode in electrolytic solution, the reaction will take place because it is a spontaneous reaction. Okay. And the zinc undergoes oxidation reaction. Which reaction? Zinc undergoes oxidation, and here at left side the zinc will undergo oxidation. Oxidation means loss of electrons. Okay. It will produce a zinc plus 2 ion and 2 electron. So here the zinc rod is there, and here it is undergoing the oxidation and will produces the ions and electrons. These electrons will remains in the electrode. Okay. And the solution, to the solution, the zinc ions are releasing. Zn plus 2 ions are releasing into the solution. Okay. Next one, here at right side the copper rod is undergoing the oxidation, reduction, and here the copper plus 2 ions can accept the 2 electrons and it produces the copper. Okay. Here the electrons it produced at which electrode? Left side electrode, that is left half electrode, the zinc electrode. Okay. Here the electrons are producing, and this rod contains only the electron negative charge, so it is acting as a negative electrode and we call it as anode. Okay. Anode is a negative electrode. And here at right side the flow of electrons will take place from left to right, and here the copper rod accepts the electron, so it is also called as cathode and contains positive charge. Okay. Here in the copper rod we are having the positive charged copper plus 2 ions. Okay, these plus 2 ions will accept the electrons from the zinc rod and converting into copper, and here the electrons flow is like this, flow of electrons, and here the production of electricity is like this, opposite to electron the electricity will travel. Okay. Here the flow of electrons is like this, left from left to right, and the electricity is from right to left, because here the current is nothing, electricity is nothing but flow of electrons or flow of ions only. Okay. This is about the simple Daniell cell. Okay. It contains two half cells. Okay. At left side the oxidation takes place and the zinc will undergo oxidation and produces the Zn plus 2 ions and 2 electrons. These electrons will remain on the electrode. Okay. And it will travel to the right half cell. Next, in right half cell the reduction reaction will take place, and the electrons which are produced from the left anode will accepted by the right cathode. Okay. And a anode is the negative charged electrode and cathode is the positively charged electrode. Okay. So this is the oxidation reaction and this is the reduction reaction. And here For remembrance for the this one, here I am telling one trick, that is loan. Okay, LOAN. This is a simple code. Means what? Here L refers to left oxidation, A for anode, N for it is a negative electrode. Okay, left anode, left oxidation anode, and it is a negative electrode. So this is all is okay, and the reaction will take place like this, and the flow of electrons will take place from left to right. But after some time the problem will arise. Means what? Here the zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution, right? Here the zinc is undergoing the oxidation and it will produce as a zinc plus 2 ions in the solution. But already the solution contains which ions? Zn plus 2 ions only, because here ZnSO4 can dissociate into Zn plus 2 ion plus SO4 2 minus ions. Okay, these produced Zn plus 2 ions are also present in the solution, right? Wait. Okay, already Zn plus 2 ions are coming from the electrode, right? Because here the electrode is undergoing the oxidation, will produce as a Zn plus 2 ion. These produced Zn plus 2 ions will release into the solution, and also the solution is also containing the Zn plus 2 ions, because ZnSO4, Zn sulfate solution, zinc sulfate solution can dissociate into Zn plus 2 ion plus sulfate ions. Okay, so here the huge number of positive charges present in the solution, right? Zn plus 2, Zn plus 2 and Zn plus 2, because here it converting into positive charge is overloaded in solution. Okay, I am talking about the solution, but rod is containing only negative charge. Okay, and here already the copper sulfate plus 2 ions, this copper is dissociated into copper plus 2 ions and CuSO4 Cu plus 2 electron here. Okay, this copper rod is undergoing the reduction, means here it accepts the electrons and converting into copper. Okay, converting into the copper. Here the sulfate and the produced copper sulfate ions which are present in the solution will go and attack to the electrode, because here the electrons flow is like this, and it captures the electrons from the produced from the anode. Okay, and it converting into copper metal rod. Okay, and here the solution contain only sulfate ions. The sulfate ions can remain in the solution, and here the positively charged copper ions can converting into copper electrode, and here there is no more copper electrode ions in the solution after some time. Okay, and here the problem will arise, means here the negative charge the positive charge present in the solution will prevent the flow of electrons. Okay, here the positive charge is more in the solution and negative charge is more in the electrode, so the electron will captured by the zinc ions only. Okay, it will prevent the outward flow of electrons. Okay, are you getting my point here? See, one more point. The positive charge in, I'm talking about left electrode, in the positive charge in the solution will prevent the outward flow of electron. Okay, why it prevents the outward flow of electrons? Because here in the same cell cations are present, the positively charged species are in the solution and negative charged species are in the electrode, so it will attracted by the positively charged electrode, positively charged ions present in the solution. Okay, and it can prevent the flow of electrons to another electrode. And here coming to this one, here the negative charge is there in the solution. Okay, this negative charge, I'm talking about right electrode, and this negative charge in the solution will prevent inward flow. Okay, because here already negative charge is there, so electrons also contain negative charge. Okay, this will repulsions between the electron and the negative charge will take place. Okay, it will prevent the inward flow of electron. Getting my point or not? See, bulk of negative charge is present in the solution and the flow of electrons is like this, no? So here the negative charge on the electrode also increases. The electrons contain negative charge and the solution is containing also negative charge. The repulsions between these two will occur, so it prevents the inward flow of electron. Okay, by maintaining these conditions we are using the salt bridge. Here the one more important point why we are using the salt bridge in the chemical galvanic cell or Daniell cell means to prevent the problems arising in the Daniell cell after a period of time we are using the salt bridge. Okay, what is salt bridge? Salt bridge is a inverted glass U-shaped tube. Okay, it will present like this. It will connect both electrolytic solutions. Okay, inverted glass U-shaped tube and it contains agar agar gel. Agar agar is a gel or semi liquid. Okay, so what is agar agar? It's a very important for competitive exam. So what is agar agar contains? The agar agar is nothing but it is a KCl solution or it is also K2SO4 solution. Okay, next one. Why we are using instead of NaCl we are using KCl? Because here if we are taking the NaCl it will dissociate into Na plus and Cl minus. If we are taking KCl it will dissociate into K plus and Cl minus ion. See here the sizes are same between K plus and Cl minus because here atomic number is 19, it loses one electron, the atomic number become 18. And here the chlorine atomic number is 17, it accepting one electron, the atomic number becomes 18. Okay, both atomic numbers are same and here it is having the same transport number. Okay, in order to neutralize the problems arising in the Daniell cell, first it is should having the same transport number. But coming to NaCl, so it becomes 9, okay, 10, okay, and it is become 18. So the difference atomic number and the different size is there between the Na plus and Cl minus and having the different transport number also. Okay, if the transport numbers are of ions is different, it will prevent the electrical neutralization in the Daniell cell. Okay, that's why we are using the KCl solution only. And next, what is the uses of salt bridge? Why we are using the salt bridge in the reaction in the Daniell cell? Okay, so first one is that it maintains the electrical neutrality. It maintains electrical neutrality of half cells. Okay, and second thing is, so how it maintains the electrical neutrality? See here the left side solution contains positively charged zinc plus 2 ions and here the solution of agar agar contain KCl, right? KCl can dissociate into K plus Cl minus ion. So these produced Cl minus ion, negatively charged Cl minus ions will go and bind with the Zn plus 2 ions. Okay, it prevent the accumulation of positive charge in the solution. Okay, and here it also prevents the accumulation of sulfate ion, negative charge in the solution. How means here the potassium ions will go and bind with the sulfate solutions. Okay, it prevents the electrical so it maintains the electrical neutrality. And the second one is also it complete the current by allowing the flow of electrons. So here the flow of electrons are rejected due to here the negative charge in the solution. It invert the flow of electron. It will prevent the inward flow of electrons. And whenever we are using the salt bridge, here there is no formation of sulfate ions in the solution and here it will be neutralized and here the flow of electrons will take place continuously. Okay na? Then it will maintains the it maintains the flow of current also and here it also maintains the liquid junction potential also. Okay, what is the second point? So it complete the current, okay, by means of allowing flow of electron. And next one, third one is the it maintains the liquid junction potential. Okay. Next one, cell representation in the galvanic cell or Daniell cell. First, what is the total net reaction here? Zn plus 2 produced at the anode and copper, sorry, Zn zinc and copper plus 2 ions. Produced ions can electrons can accepted by the copper and will produce as a Zn plus 2 and copper. So this is the total net reaction, and it is a solid at electrode and it is in the aqueous solution. Okay, and here it is the aqueous, it will produce at the solid electrode. Okay, so in order to write the cell representation, first write the oxidation half cell, that is left half cell, and here Zn by Zn plus 2. So it will take place at left electrode and keep two parallel equal lines in the center. Then write the reduction half cell, that is copper plus 2 by copper. Copper plus 2 is converting into copper. Here zinc is undergoing the oxidation, copper is undergoing the reduction. First write the oxidation half cell, then keep two parallel lines in the middle and write the reduction half cell. These two parallel lines indicates the salt bridge. Okay, this is the reduction half cell, and here it is the oxidation half cell. Next one, so it takes total E cell electrode potential of the cell is E right minus E left. Okay, for this we have completed the Daniell cell, that is example for the galvanic or electrochemical cell or voltaic cell. I hope you understand the video and it will help you. I think it will help you. Thanks for watching.